So connect that
Okay.
sensibility, that virtue, to when 9/11 happened. We've got the towers, we've got the Pennsylvania cornfields, and we've got the Pentagon. And your commanding officer said to you, I'm paraphrasing, go to the White House and see what they need. You were in the Eisenhower building next door. Take it from there.
First of all, I flew President Clinton around in Marine One. I was a co-pilot for the president and a pilot in command for Vice President Gore, and we would support him worldwide. But that squadron had one position, a staff position in the White House military office, airlift operations, where we were responsible for moving all the limousines, snipers, doctors, helicopters, and phones in advance of our president worldwide. So it's a huge logistics office, with a huge logistics budget. And I was handpicked to go up to the White House, stop flying, suit and tie, and be a part of the White House military office. One of the more senior officers in the office, I rose to the top, and I did a lot of presidential logistics missions in support of our president. So I was responsible that week for his package to Sarasota, Florida. So on September 10th, the president left. Everything was already down there, limousine, snipers, doctors, helicopters, and we were monitoring that trip. If a helicopter broke, we had a backup. If the limousine went down, we would get another one. Our job was to make sure all the equipment was functioning and where it needed to be. So I showed up at 8 o'clock in the morning on September 11th to have our daily brief. How's the president doing? How's all the equipment in place now performing? When all of a sudden everything changed at 8:46, somebody came running into our office. Like you said, we were in the Eisenhower Executive Office building adjacent to the West Wing. And they said, quick, turn on CNN. Apparently a small airplane hit the North Tower of the World Trade Center complex. So like the rest of America, the rest of the world, we worked our way to the TV set, turned on, and couldn't believe the size of the hole in the North Tower on such a clear blue day in the city of Manhattan. The first thing out of our mouth is, that's a pretty big hole for a Cessna. There's got to be a lot more to this story than we know. And working in the White House, now information flows quickly. We learned soon after American Airlines Flight 11, it departed out of Boston Logan Airport on its way out to Los Angeles, California, lost communications over Albany, New York, down the Hudson River at over 500 miles an hour into our North Tower. The day was changing. Literally, Seth, if I could continue, I would just tell you a few minutes later in 9:03, the entire world, to include us in airlift operations, we saw United Airlines Flight 175 come into view. I remember yelling up at the TV set going, hey, what's this moron doing, trying to get a good look at the hole in the North Tower? And we watched it like the world watched it hit the South Tower at what looked like full power to us. And we knew it was a terrorist attack. Then everything changed in the White House. My boss came immediately into airlift operations and refocused us. Forget the president's logistics package. He's good to go. We have a full-blown terrorist event unfolding right before our eyes in the city of New York.